Backside we go.
Yeah, let's get a good bucket.
check. 1, 2. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing John. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Test.
Can't read the screen. What? One, two. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. A little bit more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When you get that, I'll send you spots.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought
I asked Cam Hobbs at church, I said, now, was that your first technical you've ever gotten in your life? And he said, yeah, that's the first technical. He said, I didn't even know what was going on. Like, the ref was saying everybody off the line, and he was like, what happened? Anyways, so there you go. First technical.
It's a good thing you're not Bishop anymore, huh?
Yeah.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, from inside a nice, warm, and comfortable Preston gym. Don't have to deal with any of that snow that's outside, as tonight the Preston Indians will welcome the Mountain Crest Mustangs. It's another team from Utah, the second in a row and third overall of the year. Preston's 2-0 this year against teams from the South, and they're 8-1 overall on the year, Lyle, as they were able to bounce back from that loss against Jerome here in the final game of the tournament just before Christmas.
Yeah, the Indians went down and took on a good Logan team at their gym and came out of there with a nice win and had a good bounce back there. And then you have this kind of a long layoff over Christmas, and it'll be interesting to see how the Indians come out in terms of crispness, energy, those sorts of things after a longer layoff and a holiday where they probably had limited practices.
They had time off for the holiday and then really just kind of had some practices this week. And unfortunately, one of those practices that brought a little bit of bad news for the Indians, and that was that Will Hamblin twisted an ankle on Monday and missed practice on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's interesting to see exactly how much he can play tonight.
Yeah, he's out warming up and moving around pretty well, but we'll see how it goes once they get started here.
For the Mountain Crest Mustangs, a team that's kind of struggled the last couple of years, as they are off to a little bit of a slow start this year as well, as they are 1-7 so far this year under new coach Chandler Smith.
Yeah, the Mustangs, they've had success at that program in the past. Been a little bit of a struggle more of late, and but a new coach, it's a new leaf, it's a new beginning here for the Mustangs, and I expect we'll get their best shot here tonight.
Chandler Smith, who has a little bit of a tie to the Cache Valley area. He is the nephew, of Con Smith, who was the Utah State coach from 1988 to 1993 and was 63 and 78 overall.
Yeah, and I'm not certain if it was nephew or son of Con Smith, but okay. Yeah, just Con's here in the stands. I just had a quick visit with him. So Chandler takes over the program and nowhere to go but up for this team out of Hiram. Of course, if they were here in Idaho, they'd be a 5A school size-wise. And so, they have some kids to choose from and some big kids coming through the program. They just need to try to put things together there.
For Preston, they come into with an 8-1 record so far. This is the first of 5 straight games at home. But they don't get any easier coming up after this. Blackfoot, Twin Falls, Hillcrest, Pocatello all coming up in the balance of that 5 games.
Well, yeah, Blackfoot is good. We know Javante King's a very fine player for them. Twin Falls went to the state tournament last year. Hillcrest and Pokey are right there ranked in the top 5 or 6 in the state. So tough stretch of games coming up for the Indians after tonight. And tonight I think it's about energy and teamwork and just team building as you try to come off a long layoff.
Well, we're about 10 minutes away from the opening tip. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll hear from Coach Tyler Jones as we continue right after this timeout.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. It's the Indians and the Mountain Crest Mustang is coming up in just a couple of minutes from here at Preston Gym, as we'll talk to Tyler Jones here before the game. You know, it's been a week since you've been on in a game situation and some mandated days off for Christmas. Is it hard to get the guys back in the flow of the game mode?
Yeah, you know, it's always good to have a few days to, you know, recover and bumps and bruises and all that, give them a little break. But at the same time, after that, you come back. Practices, first one or two back, are a little flat, and you can tell they're out of their daily routine. So it'll be good to get a game here tonight, and then next week be back in our regular routine with school and practice and all that.
I guess the good thing is you went into the break at least with a win under your belt against Logan.
Yeah, for sure. That was a hard-fought win on the road. Had to go through some ups and downs. Second half we were behind, and kids kept battling, and it was a good road win. We got to keep that momentum going here tonight.
So against the Mountain Crest team, we've seen them each of the last few years and had relatively one-sided games against them. I mean, is it tough getting the guys up to come out and play a game against a team like this that you've had a good success against?
You know, we talk about it. Every team we play, you know, we have that target. We can't overlook anybody, and every team we play wants to, you know, bring their A effort when they play us. So we got to be ready every night. And this team this year, that they're 1-6 or something, but this year they've been competitive. Every game's been single digits. They've been close in a couple of games. So they have a new coach. They're much improved, and they'll be a test here tonight on our home court.
We talked about all these games at home now here. This is the first of 5 in a row, but the tough games are coming.
Yes, exactly. That's why that momentum's so important. You got to keep that going, and we got Mountain Crest tonight, and then just a ton of big games coming up next week. Blackfoot, Twin Falls, then Hillcrest and Pocatello, Century. So a lot of big games coming up, and you want to be playing your best basketball as you get into league play and have those games.
Whoever made the schedule didn't do you any favors this year.
No, you gotta win the home games though, because like you said, I think 5 of the last 6 were on the road. So you got to take care of your home court, and we got a big home stand right now, and we need to do that while we're at home.
Hopefully things will get off to a positive start tonight against Mountain Crest. Best of luck.
All right, thank you. We do have one injury Monday at practice. Will Hamlin rolled his ankle, so he Didn't practice the last couple of days, but shoot around today was feeling better, so he'll probably get a little bit, but he's kind of a game time decision, so we'll see how he does.
We'll see if he gets on the floor or not. Thanks again. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Tyler Jones are with us before the game against Mountain Crest. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. The Indians and the Mustangs coming up in just a couple of minutes. Lyle gives us a minute to talk about keys to the game.
Yeah, if you look at the Mountain Crest this year, Dan, their scores are generally pretty low. So, we expect them to probably come out, try to slow it down, maybe get physical, kind of, muck it up, make that that type of game. The Indians need to be strong with the ball, limit those turnovers. And I think if they do that and hit the boards hard, the team rebounding kind of effort, I think the Indians will come out just fine tonight.
Well, we invite you now to stay tuned for all the excitement of Preston Indian basketball. Starting lineups and the opening tip coming up right after this.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Well, we had no winner on Thursday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. That means there's one more chance for you to win this week and this year, and it comes up on Friday when the jackpot will go up to $125. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number. Hopefully it'll match the number on your money magnet, and you could be a winner. $125 up for grabs Friday morning on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indian basketball. The Indians take the floor as they look for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They will fix the car that the other mechanics will refuse to touch. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
Well, we welcome you back here to Preston Gametime to meet the starting lineups. First for the Mustangs, it'll be the 6'4" Hayden, Oliver Nethercott who will get the start. Preston Lofthouse will also start tonight. Carson Falsliv, who I understand is a cousin of Mason Falsliv, will start tonight for the Mustangs, as will Travis Leisure and Miles Croshaw, the starting five tonight for the Mustangs of Mountain Crest, who made their way down here from Hiram to play the game here this evening. For the Preston Indians, Rhett Larson will get back into the starting lineup tonight, 6'4" senior. Had 2 points in the game against Logan the other night. Cam Hobbs, he had 5 against Logan. He's a 6-foot junior. Brecker Knapp led the team in scoring and leads the team this year. He had 13 against Logan. He's a 6'4" senior. Steve Roberts, a 6'3" senior, had a season-high 11 points against Logan. And then Drew Jones, who finished the Logan game with 8 points. He is a 6-foot sophomore. The games the last couple of years, Lyle, between these two teams have ended up a little bit lopsided in favor of Preston.
Yeah, you come in tonight, though, and Mountain Crest, as we understand it, won the freshman game and the JV game.
Very close.
So they have some momentum coming in here. Interestingly, Nethercott, one of their varsity starters, played a significant amount of the JV game for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, so he's already kind of all lathered up and ready to go.
Opening tip for tonight's game brought to you by Motor Jungle at 597 North State Street in Preston. Remember, they'll do all the repairs that other mechanics don't want to do, and they'll even do the repairs on the car that you drive. So here we go. The 8-1 Preston Indians against the 1-7 Mountain Crest Mustangs, as Brecker Knapp will jump center here for Preston. And he will actually jump against Travis Leisure as the ball is tapped by Brecker and controlled by the Indians. So let's bring it up into the front court. Roberts gives it back to Knapp. Hobbs comes around the screen at the top of the key. Bumps into a couple of guys, looks to do something with it. Now he'll give it back outside to Jones. Back to Hobbs. Try to bounce it down low to Knapp on the right block, which he does. Nice move by Brecker. Gets all alone underneath and makes the layup.
Yeah, the defender just fell off, and easiest 2 points Brecker will have all night.
One of those things that Brecker just noticed all of a sudden, you know what, I'm all alone. I might as well shoot. Falsliff goes over on the left side, gives it off to Croshaw. Back out top as it comes back to Falsliff. Wants to drive, stops at the left elbow. He'll hand it off, driving his Lofthouse, and he's fouled, going to the basket. Foul's going to go against Rhett Larson. That's his first. Rhett did not start that game against Logan. Once they saw the starting lineup, who was going to play in that game, as Lofthouse makes the first. Logan had gone small and quick. That's when they decided, well, let's take Larson out. We'll start Linhart. That was just a one-time thing.
Linhart played well, I thought, and now Rhett would be back out there tonight in that starting lineup.
Ball into the corner, back down on the block. It goes to Knapp again. Knapp, good hands by Lofthouse, almost took it away. Get it in the middle as it goes down there to Roberts, who makes the layup. 4-2, Preston on top. Lofthouse kind of pinned in the backcourt with that full court press, gives it off to Croshaw.
There we go.
Then they take it away. Back down low to Knapp, and they will just flip it in right-handed. Brecker's got 4. Preston leads 6-2 here in the first quarter. Full court pressure again, comes back to Falsliff. Up in the front court, comes to Nethercroft. Give it back to Falsliff, almost traveled. Now he'll pull it back out here in the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Stop by and see them at 135 State Street in Preston. Lofthouse holds it at the left elbow. Over the corner, Croshaw for a 3 as an air ball. Taken down by Hobbs. He'll push it back up into the front court. It comes to Jones. His 3, just a little bit long. In and out of the hounds of Roberts. He'll save it on the floor. Back to Hobbs. He drives down the middle all the way, getting his foul, going to the hoop.
Indians attacking the basket really well here in the early going, Dan. Really getting shots right at the rim.
Preston Lofthouse called for the foul. His first against the Mustangs. And here's Hobbs at the free throw line. And the first one is no good. For Cam, that he missed that first 3 throws, a bit of news. He actually missed them both. He started the game today 74%er. As comes back out as it comes to Jones in the left corner. Trying to battle to get away from Lofthouse to get out of the corner, which he finally does. Back out top in the hands, it goes to Roberts. Roberts holds it there, free throw line extended right. Now back to Hobbs, top of the key. Hobbs again cut off. Nice defense there as Jones get it. Wants to line up a shot over Falsliff. Instead, he goes down low. Ends up in the hands of Knapp. No good. The rebound put back up by Larson. No good, but he's fouled.
Again, shots just right within 5 or 6 feet of the rim for the Indians.
That's going to go against Lofthouse as well, so he's going to have to come out. He's got 2 quick fouls in 4.5 minutes. Larson, his first free throw of the night is good.
Yeah,
Rhett's a good free throw shooter. He just doesn't get a chance to shoot very many. That's 4 of 8 now overall on the year.
Yeah, good soft touch on that first one.
Second one good again. So Preston extends the lead. It's now 8-2, and again full court pressure after the made free throws. And they're just going to call that out of bounds as Roberts gets a little lucky as he ran into Nethercott. Could have very easily been called for a foul.
Yep. Indians pressure bothering the Mustangs here.
Falsliff gets it up into the front court. Down in the left corner. Croshaw drives the baseline, gives it off. Comes back to Nethercott, wants to drive, throws it to an open spot on the floor where it's finally chased down there by Falsliff. Spin move from the left elbow, has the ball stripped away by Jones. Comes to Knapp. Brecker's going to push back up into the front court as he wants to. Brecker turns an ankle and he goes down.
Yeah. Was grabbing at his ankle as he went down.
You could see the look on his face. I'm not sure if he just stepped and planted wrong, if he stepped on somebody's foot, but he went down in a heap and he's hobbling off the floor. And he's going to head right to the trainer's room with Dave in hot pursuit.
Yeah. We'll take a look at him there. So Linhart comes in to replace Knapp.
So so they've got Linhart and Larson on the floor at the same time. 3-pointer by Jones, just a little bit long again. He's 0 for 2 from behind the arc to start the game. Here comes Nethercott back up into the front court. Wants to direct traffic a little bit, waits for Falsliff to go through. Now he'll give it off as it's back to Leiser. Over on the left side, 3-pointer from there is going to be too long. Put up there by Hunsaker, I believe that was, 25. As it comes back to down low, back to Larson again, put it up and in. The shot originally was by Linhart, but I think it was tipped from behind, and they want a timeout. And for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, they'll take a full. Preston leads 10-2 with 4:32 left here in the first quarter. Take a timeout. We're back right after this.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Want to welcome all those who are watching over mylocalradio.com tonight instead of making the trip over in the snow.
Yeah.
Very wise choice.
A lot of snow outside, but that's a great thing that we can simulcast this game.
Full court pressure by the Indians. Ball back court here for the Mustangs. They are able to break the press fairly easily this time as Nethercott has it up into the front court. Gives it to Falslift. And just like his cousin, Mason Falslift drills the three, or I should say Carson Falslift. See, I'm falling into that habit already. Cousin Mason would be proud, however, as it comes to Linhart at the left elbow. Gives it to Hobbs. He got it stuck on his hip, almost traveled, then threw it away. Larson couldn't handle it. Nethercott has it up into the front court. Drives all the way, and it's Linhart who gets a hand on it, knocks it away, but it comes to Leisure. Back outside, back to Falslift. Little runner down the left side of the lane, no good. As the rebound is off to Roberts. Quickly leads all the way up the court. Reverse layup, no good. Tap by Hobbs, no. Hobbs tries to go back up again, but he's fouled.
Linhart couldn't quite get that reverse driving on the other side of the rim kind of layup, but Hobbs there to clean up the offensive rebound.
Hunter Pugmire, one of two Pugmires on the team, draws the foul. And the first one by Hobbs here is good. Hobbs, who missed two a moment ago, gets his first point of the game. And goes back to the free throw line. Preston leads by 6, make it 7 as Cam makes them both. 12-5, Preston on top. They got Falslift trapped in the back court. He's able to get rid of the ball. It comes out to Hunsaker up into the front court. Kick it back out. Nope. They threw it right to Roberts as he intercepts it. Here comes Roberts all the way. Lay it up and in.
Boy, pretty play by Roberts.
14-5. Preston by 9. Still 3:20 to play here in the first quarter. Falslift driving. Pulls up from the free throw line and hits it. Carson Falslift has 5 here in the first quarter.
Well, keeping the Mustangs in it. 5 of their 7.
Jones, free throw line extended left. They're not going to guard him, so he'll take the 3, and he's missed 3 in a row here in the first quarter as it's off to Hunsaker. Back to Falslift, up into the front court. Looks inside, gets it down on the block as it comes down to Leisure. Leisure kicks it back outside to Hunsaker. His 3 is no good, and it's going to be off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. Cade Lords is going to come in here as Rhett Larson will go to the bench.
Yeah, Hunsaker played a lot for them last year as a freshman. Good three-point shooter. He played a lot for them in the JV game an hour ago. And, Lord's in now for Larson. I think you said that, yep.
So here 2:40. Hobbs drives, has a block. Blocked by Pugmire. Taken away by the Mustangs. Trying to get it up in the front court. It goes behind Hunsaker and out of bounds. Preston will get it back with 2:33 to play here in the quarter. As the first quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Call them to make an appointment at 852-3700. 2.5 to play here in the first. Lords has it. Kick it back over on the right side as it comes back to Hobbs. Hobbs back out top to Roberts. Wants to drive. Has it poked away neatly, and they end up in a dog pile with it underneath the hoop, and this is going to go back over to Mountain Crest.
Yeah, Roberts had a path to the basket, but just got that thing poked away from behind. Now with Cade Lords kind of the tip of the spear here on this full court pressure the Indians are putting on.
Garrett Austin into the game as Travis Leisure will leave. Falslift has it in the backcourt. They have him trapped again. Quickly, nice pass to get it to Austin to break the press. Gets it across the timeline, gives it back to Falslift. He holds it top of the key with 2 minutes exactly to play here in the first. 14-7, Preston on top. Over on the left side, he comes back over there to Hunsaker. Holds it, free throw line extended, back out top to Pugmire, top of the key. He doesn't want to shoot that. Give it back to Nethercott. Now back to Hunsaker again. from the right elbow. The shot's no good. Look out, Linhart up high to get the rebound and came down hard on an elbow, but he's okay. Gives it off. Roberts from the right corner, 3, good. Roberts has 7 here in the first quarter, and Preston leads by 10. And reach-in foul on the press. Probably going to go against Hobbs, and it will. It'll be his first, just the second against the Indians.
And Roberts reached double figures in the game at Logan. Another strong start to the game here for Roberts.
In fact, he had a season high of 11 is what he finished with in that game. Nethercott trying to get across the timeline. Lords cuts him off. Does get it over to Hunsaker. Now in the corner. It goes there to Austin. Austin brings it back out top. Back to Nethercott. He'll give it back to Austin. Swing it back to Falsliff. Makes a couple of fake passes. And he'll give it back now to Nethercott again, who wants to drive. Gets cut off in the paint as they'll work it back outside again. Pugmire to Hunsaker. Back to Falsliff. Falsliff spins at the left elbow. Can't get a shot. Kick it back to Hunsaker, who now wants to drive. Gets cut off again. Back to Falsliff. Another 3 from Carson Falsliff is no good. Lawrence has the rebound with 45 seconds to play in the quarter. As here's Hamlin in the game for the first time. So apparently that ankle's going to check out okay, and he's going to get some playing time. Comes to Jones as they kind of pull it back outside. Jones, a little floater in the lane. That's no good. Poked away from Lords, and it's going to go which way?
The refs look at each other.
Flip a coin.
Okay.
The one outside says give it to Preston. So the Indians have it with 30 seconds left in the quarter and a 10-point lead, 17-7. Roberts will bring it in from the corner. Holds it there, still holding. He'll lob it in as it comes all the way out near the timeline to Linhart. And he'll give it off to Jones with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Back out top as it goes to Roberts. Signals out the play to everybody on the floor. Lords pops up, gets it. Little turnaround jumper in the lane there by Linhart is good. Linhart holding his face like he got poked up around the eye.
Yep.
But he made the shot, and it's a 12-point Indian lead. As almost traveled was Austin. Kicks it back outside. Falsliff, a little runner from the free throw line with 2, with 1. As the rebound comes off to Linhart, and Preston will have a 12-point lead here at the end of the first quarter. They lead at 19-7. The second quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We'll go there right after this.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we start the second quarter. Preston has the ball, and Hamlin with a 3. In and out. Lords with the rebound. Put it back up. Still won't go down, and he's fouled.
Another offensive rebound for the Indians. That's several already in the game.
Falsliff with the foul, his first. That's 4 on the team. They're going to call it a shooting foul, so Lords will go to the line.
Quick update on Brecker Knapp. He's back over on the Indian bench with his shoe off and his ankle wrapped in ice on it. Probably not going to come back, it looks like, this tonight anyways.
Yeah, I would probably think not, as Lords makes the first. Tonight's game brought to you by Rouse Construction as they build new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Remember, they're breaking ground on Phase 3, so now's the time to contact them about a home or a lot just for you. Call them at 435-232-1837. Lords makes them both, extends the lead to 14. as Falsliff trapped in the backcourt. Finally finds an opening to get a pass through. In the corner, it goes to Hunsaker. His three's no good. Leisure with the rebound. Kick it back outside to Hunsaker again. From 16 straight away is no good. And then Leisure runs into Lords and knocks him off balance and draws the foul. Travis Leisure is first. Team's fifth.
About 6'3", Leisure. Lords with a good rebound there. Good position.
So here comes Hobbs back up into the front court here in the second quarter. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Roberts gets cut off trying to come across the top of the key. And he'll now back it back out. 45 seconds gone here in quarter number 2. Preston leading 21-7. Down low, they get it to Larson on the block. Almost traveled, but he's fouled going up again. And with 7 minutes to play here in the first half, Lyle, Mountain Crest is out of fouls.
Yeah, I think that's a consequence of the Indians really focusing on attacking the basket, getting shots going to the basket, and working the post.
There's Rhett Larson at the free throw line, makes that one. He's 3 out of 3 tonight and has 5 points so far in the game, and he goes back to the free throw line again. Larson, this one's a little bit short and comes off. So it stays 22-7 as Falsliff brings the ball back up into the front court. Get it off as it goes to Lofthouse back in the game. Down at the right block, can't get a shot. Kick it back outside. The two-pointer is put up and in by Hunter Pugmire. That breaks a string of points for the Indians. As it's now 22-9. Hamlin with it. Free throw line extended right. Wanted to take the shot, didn't dare. Gives it to Lords. Back over on the left side, it comes back to Roberts. Tried to swing it back down to Lords. The ball was deflected, loose on the floor, pops up in the air and taken away there as it's grabbed out of midair by Pugmire. Gives it off to Falsliff. And Falsliff has it slapped away by Hobbs, and he has to go back and get it. Nethercott gives it back to Lofthouse. 17-foot jumper, good. And all of a sudden, Drew Jones wants a timeout. 6:13 to play here in quarter number 2. Preston leads by 11, and we'll be right back.
KACH.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
KACH.
Preston leads by 11, 22-11. 6:13 to play here in the first half. And Cam Hobbs will bring the dribble swiftly across the midcourt stripe to Larson. Now back to Linhart. Back down low on the right block. Back to Larson. No good. Hamlin fights for the rebound, and it's going to stay with Mountain Crest. You know, Lyle, Mountain Crest had 7 points in the first quarter. That, if you did the math, would give them 28 points before the game. Preston has the lowest points allowed in the Southeast Idaho Conference starting play tonight at 46.5 points per game. So that still is even below their rate right now, the number of points they allow in a game. As down low, Lofthouse has it stripped as he's going up, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Preston's playing good defense here tonight. And Mustangs, you know, kind of struggling to score 11 points almost halfway through the second quarter. See if the Indians can pace for 60 or 65, which is where they like to score.
Hobbs to Hamlin. As Larson pops out to receive the pass, swing it back over to Jones as Linhart goes down. He was saying he was pulled down inside. No call by the officials. And then a blocking foul called on Hobbs.
That would have been the third on Lofthouse, but Hobbs gets the block instead.
Lofthouse went in there, went inside like a bull in a china cabinet, and Hobbs went sliding all the way to the wall. That's 2 on Hobbs, 3 on the Preston as a team. Got to get it in. He didn't, as Falsliff couldn't find anybody to give the ball to.
Good alert defense now. Lords will come in for Hobbs. Maybe see if he's okay. He took quite a shot trying to draw that charge.
Mountain Crest averages about 14 turnovers a game. They got at least half that many already here in the first half. As the ball stripped away, taken away, as it's controlled there by Nethercott. He'll push it back up into the front court. He'll give it back to Hunsaker as he swings around. Back to Falsliff for a three. A little bit too long. As they try to chase it down to the corner, it's saved on the floor as it comes back to Jones, back in the front court. Back to Lords, looks at a three, doesn't take it. Give it off to Lenhart. One bounce dribble, loses it, taken away by Lofthouse. He comes down the floor again and lays it in.
Yeah, last 2 times down, the Indians have had bobbles or ball handling errors, end up losing the ball. We just calm down a little bit.
Just playing just a little bit too fast and out of sequence. As it comes to Lenhart, he'll hold there. Back to Larson, he'll give it back to Jones. Jones looks down low for the cutting. Lenhart couldn't get it to him, so he'll give it to Lords instead. Now Jones back across the top of the key, finds himself down amongst the trees, put it up anyway, and it won't go down. Larson slipped a little bit, gave it off to Lenhart, and he is fouled. I'll tell you what, there must be some slick spots down there underneath the basket because several Preston players have slipped down there.
Yeah, player safety issue. Maybe they can get a towel down there.
So Hunsaker draws the foul. It's his first. That's the 7th team foul. So Lenhart will go to the line to shoot 1-1. First one short. Lenhart, another good free throw shooter, but doesn't get a whole lot of opportunities. With that one that he just missed, he's now 7 for 10 on the year. Now he'll try the second. And that one rattles around and comes out as well, so he's 0 for 2. Quickly up the floor, here comes Falsliff. Pulls up a little short bank shot, no good. And Roberts up high to grab the rebound and rip it away from everybody else. Jones looks at another three and hits that one. He missed his first three, but he makes that one, and the lead back out to 12 again. Falsliff gets it back in the corner in front of the Preston bench. Now wants to drive in the paint, and it's punched away by Lenhart, but it comes back to the Mustangs and it goes out of bounds and will stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Indians sure needed that bucket there. Only 3 points in the quarter before that three by Jones.
Red Larson will come back in for the Indians as Hamlin leaves. Hopefully he doesn't aggravate that ankle with Brecker Knapp having turned an ankle here early in tonight's game as well. As it comes back out top to Pugmire. Pugmire goes back to Falsliff. Falsliff swinging all the way back over in the right corner again, back to Hunsaker. Can't get a shot, so he'll bring it back out top. Hunsaker goes back to Falsliff. Falsliff swings it around. Lofthouse, a wide open three from the left side, too long. Long rebound. It comes back to Lofthouse. He'll force that shot, and it's short, taken down by the Indians. Back to Jones into the front court. Jones down the middle. Finds himself in traffic, then everybody just kind of peels away, so he'll give the ball up. And it's back in the hands of Roberts, back at the top of the key. Roberts dribbling there as the ball's punched away as it tried to get it to Hunsaker. And then Lofthouse tried to chase it down and was off him and out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle by Lofthouse, going to the floor, sliding, just couldn't come up with it.
A little bit of a frustration play by Lenhart, too, has been pushed around a little bit. Yep. So he gave Lofthouse a little bit of a bump to make sure he wasn't going to be able to get to the ball and maintain his balance.
Yeah, those two have really been battling down low.
Jones, double team, can't get a shot. Looks to Lords in the left corner. Now he'll get it back at the top of the key. 2.5 to play, 25-13, Preston on top. Larson holds it in the three-point country. Doesn't take the shot, give it off to Roberts. Back over to Jones. He's got another three. No good. As the long rebound is off, taken there by Pugmire. Up in the front court. And we got a whistle and a foul. Was it on the shot or before the shot?
I think they're going to count the goal here to get Drew Jones.
So Jones draws the foul, his first. Team's third. And they're going to count the basket by Oliver Nethercott as his first 2 points of the game, and the free throw is good. So make it 25-16. They've cut the lead back to single digits here with 2:10 to play. As they get it back to Larson from the right elbow. That's a little bit too long, and the rebound's off to Pugmire. Comes back to Hunsaker. Back up into the front court, give it back to Falsliff. False lift across the top of the key. Wants to pull the ball back out. Now we'll try to go down the left side. Pulls up. Shot. There's good.
Yeah, good shooter. Yeah, little 15-footer.
He's got 7 here in the first half, and that leads the Mustangs in scoring. As it comes to Lords here to the left side. Back out top and cut to Larson. And Larson's pass is knocked away. Kind of telegraphed that pass. Hunsaker has it, and he's fouled by Larson.
Yeah, they're going to get Rhett Larson trying to stop the layup.
That'll be his second, team's 5th. Back when I was growing up, they used to say that pass was via Western Union. You stand, you stare at the guy, then you throw it at him. Everybody on the floor knows you're going at him.
Yeah, and the guy who's receiving the pass needs to be a little stronger and go meet it as well. But, yeah, you can't telegraph him, as we used to say.
So here's another caught back to the free throw line again. His second free throw is good. Gives him a total of 4 in the game. And Roberts back up into the front court. Comes to Lords, looks for the little backdoor pass, nothing there. Hamlin's 3 is short as it's taken out of midair by false lift. Here come the Mustangs again, back the other way. Swing it all the way to the left corner. Nethercott for a 3. That's no good. Tapped around, and it's going to stay with the Mustangs underneath. I'm going to say that Jones touched it last.
I thought Hunsaker touched it last, but I guess not.
These two teams have faced each other now in each of the last 4 years, actually last 3 years. And Preston has won those 3 games by an average of 24.5 points. As Lenhart had it knocked away, but it went to Roberts. Back up in the front court in a hurry. Roberts will give it back to Jones with 1 minute to play here in the quarter. Stephen will hold it up, or Drew rather, holds it up high over his head. Back to Lords at the left elbow. As it comes back to Hamlin, wants to drive, flip it up toward the hoop. That's no good. As Austin has the rebound there for the Mustangs. 45 seconds to play. Comes to Falslift back up in the front court. Pulls up a 2-pointer. Oh, he gets hammered by Lords and gets away with it. As the Falslift will be called for the reach-in foul after the rebound, his second. Falslift, he has reason to complain. Boy, Lords hit him hard with no consequence.
Yeah, Lords got a piece of it, maybe a piece of him too. Now, 1-and-1 free throws, though, coming up for the Indians down the other side.
And that is Drew Jones, a 77%er who's going to shoot here. Of course, the Mustangs have whittled the lead now down to 6. And Jones will try to extend it with 40 seconds to play in the quarter, and the first one is good here. Gives him a total of 4 points. Coming off a season-high 22 against Jerome in the last home game in which the Indians played.
Yeah, Drew was outstanding in that Jerome game.
Next free throw is good again. Jones makes them both. He has 5 in the lead, back out to 8. As up into the front court. Here comes Hunsaker, lays it off as the layoff pass goes to Pugmire, and he's fouled going up. As the foul is going to go against Lenhart, that'll be his first, and Lenhart with a big smile and a snicker for the official.
Yeah, he thought he got it clean, but.
So here's Hunter Pugmire. Actually seeing his first varsity action here tonight, and the first free throw is no good. Pugmire will go back to the free throw line here.
Pretty good sized kid, 6'3", pretty athletic.
So one thing you notice about this Mountain Crest team is they're a lot bigger than they were last year.
Yep.
As he misses them both, and the rebound comes off to Austin. Back outside, swing it back over to Nethercott. Nethercott wants to drive, gets cut off. As he'll give it off, swing it back around all the way to Austin. Clock down to 21 seconds to play in the half. Back to Nethercott. Comes around the screen, can't penetrate, so he'll pull it back out again. Clock down to 12 as it comes back to Austin. Back to top of the key, long shot there, put up by Pugmire, no good, as it rattled around and came off. Here's Preston back up to the front court. Jones to beat the clock, banks it in for 3. How many times does he do that?
Wow, kind of a horse shot.
He can shoot from all different positions, all different angles, and they all seem to go in. As Jones hits a three, Preston will lead by 11 as we go to the halftime break. You get a look at the score. It's 30-19. Stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report is coming up right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologists can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Well, we had no winner on Thursday morning in the KACH Money Magnet Contest. That means there's one more chance for you to win this week and this year. And it comes up on Friday when the jackpot will go up to $125. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number. Hopefully it'll match the number on your money magnet and you could be a winner. $125 up for grabs Friday morning on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
Welcome back. This is the Ralph's Construction halftime report with the Indians hitting some couple of shots right down at the end. Lyle, and we extended the lead back out to 11, 30-19 as we go to the break.
Yeah, slow start in the second quarter for the Indians offensively, but good showing defensively to hold the Mustangs to 19. Of course, the Indians had to kind of regroup and figure out how to run the offense without Brecker Knapp, who scored a couple of buckets early on, but then went out with what appears to be a twisted ankle, and it looks like he probably won't return tonight, although he hobbled off under his own power. But no reason to push the ankle in a non-conference game over the Christmas break.
Exactly. Not when you have difficult games coming up after this on the rest of this 5-game homestand, when you've got Blackfoot, Twin Falls, Hillcrest, and then the conference opener on January 18th against Pocatello.
Yeah, with a 3-team conference, boy, every one of those games is just so critical. But, kudos to the Indians for still putting 30 points on the board, even without Knapp, who's their leading scorer. And, most of the offense at least starts or flows through Knapp. So, good job to put 30 points on the board, even without him for most of that half.
If this game is anything like the first two games here today, the freshman game and the JV game, it's going to go right down to the end, very close style. But Mountain Crest won both of those previous two games by 4 points. The JV game, Preston had trailed by 11 with about 4 minutes to go to the game and missed a couple of wide open threes that would have got him to within a point in the last minute.
Yeah, and interestingly, Mountain Crest played some of their varsity guys quite a lot of minutes in that JV game, which was fine. But our JVs had a lot of success this year, just couldn't quite pull that one out.
Tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Whatever you need for your car, if it's making a bang, a ping, or a tick, Preston Auto Parts is the only stop that you need to make. Stop in and where you'll be treated like a friend. It's Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street here in Preston. Take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the first half stats right after this.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, let's take a look at the first half stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual. It's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. For the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Preston Lofthouse finished the first half with 6. Hunter Pugmire had 2. Carson Falsliff had 7 in the first half. And you have to drop all the way down to Oliver Nethercott, who had 4 points in the first half. They shot 5 free throws in the first half, Lyle, and they went 3 out of 5 from the line for their 19 points.
For the Indians, Dan, they go 6 out of 16 on twos, so not a great percentage there. 3 for 9 on threes, including that last-second running banker from 25 feet from Drew Jones, and 9 for 14 from the free throw line. Indians led 19-7 at the end of one and 30-19 here at halftime. Individual scoring for the Indians, Cam Hobbs has 2 points on a couple of free throws. Drew Jones has 8. Stephen Roberts has 7. And Brecker Knapp, 4 points, again, before he went out with an apparent turned ankle. Rhett Larson gets the start again tonight. He scores 5 in the first half. Tyler Linhart, 2. Cade Lords, 2 on a couple of free throws. Will Hamblin played and did not score there in that first half. So the Indians, 30 points, on pace for 60. They'd prefer 65, but 60 is not too shabby.
Some other scores around the area you might be interested in. Montana leading Idaho State in the second half, 50-36. Weber State with a 2-point lead over Montana State, 45-43 in the second half. And it is Oregon State leading Utah, 61-53, halfway through the second half in that one as well. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Third quarter action for you coming up right after this.
KACH.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll start the third quarter. Preston leading by 11, 30-19. Here, as we start the third, and Preston led wire to wire in the first half. They have not trailed in the game.
Yeah, looks like Cade Lords will get the start in place of Knapp here, coming out of the break.
Looking down the bench, Recker is out there, but looks like he's just got the warm-up on, and he's going to stay down there at the other bench. Jones has it for the Indians to start the second half. Top of the key, works there against Falsliff. As that man-to-man defense put on here by the Mustangs, as Lofthouse gets a pretty good bump in down low on Lords, who gives it to Hobbs for the layup. Hobbs with 4 points, deflects the pass back to Falsliff. Now reaches in and pokes it away. Falsliff goes down on the floor to get it back. It'll be a held ball, and it's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, Hobbs giving all kinds of pressure there to Falsliff handling the ball.
Oops, we got a little blood on the knee.
Yeah, looks like a little blood on the knee.
Lofthouse looks like he's slid at some point and kind of skinned up a knee, and he's got a little blood, and the officials say he's going to have to come out. So,
yeah, they'll put a Band-Aid on him and get him back out there.
Dave will run back to the trainer's room and take care of that little bloody knee. As they have it here as Croshaw, who started the game, have back out there to start the second half. His pass inside is taken away, 2-on-1. Here come the Indians. Lay it off to Jones down low. And a crowd finds a little crease and puts it up and no good as Leisure has the rebound. Up into the front court as it comes back to Nethercott. Across the paint. Scoop shot is good. Nethercott with a nifty little shot cuts the lead back down to 11, 32-21. Just over a minute to played here in quarter number 3. Lords at the left elbow. Bounce it down low to Larson. Tries to go up, and he's fouled. As the foul inside is going to go against Leisure. That'll be his third.
I liked how Rhett turned the other way and actually used the left hand that time going up. I'm not sure the defender was expecting that. You don't see a lot of left-handed moves from Rhett. Good change of pace there.
You don't see a whole lot of left-handed moves from a lot of people, not just Rhett.
Yep.
As Larson makes that free throw, he's made 4 out of 5 tonight and has 6 in the game. And now gets ready to shoot the second. Second one is good again. For a big guy, he's got a great free throw stroke.
Yeah, he's already had 6 trips to the line here tonight.
Lofthouse is all fixed up with a little bandage on his boo-boo. And comes back out onto the floor. Nethercott trapped in the backcourt. They'll get it back to Falsliff. Snap it up in the front court to Hunsaker. Hunsaker has his pass knocked down, but it goes to Pugmire. His shot no good. Down low, comes back to Lofthouse again, who goes up and he's fouled.
I think that'll be Rhett Larson.
It will be, and it's his third. So Lofthouse, who is the leading scorer on the team, averages about 11.5 points a contest. And the free throw is good.
Yeah, about 6'3", very athletic kid, gives him a presence in there. And he's put foul pressure on Rhett Larson. He'll take a seat now. Lindhart will come in.
You know, as good as the Mustangs appear to be and have gotten better, they're still not a real good free throw shooting team. Coming into the game tonight, they had made 40 of 85. That's 47%.
Yeah, not ideal.
Hobbs back out top to Lord. Now he'll give it back to Hobbs again. He'll let the offense set up and let the guys cycle through as he wants to drive. Goes up high off the glass, no good. And up inside, the rebound goes off to Pugmire, who then tried to throw it to Falsliff, and he threw it in between Falsliff and Hunsaker and into the student section.
Good break for the Indians there.
Another turnover against the Mustangs as Roberts has it to Jones. Three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Lords had to tap the rebound, able to chase it down in the corner, then save it on the floor. Back to Jones again. Hobbs in the right corner, bounce it down low as it comes there to Linhart. Spin in the paint, put it up and in. Nice turnaround shot by Linhart. Lead goes up to 13 again, 36-23. Bounce pass on the front court. It comes to Hunsaker.
Travel.
Down low. Yep, Pugmire walked. That's another turnover.
Yeah, heard steps. Linhart was coming over to challenge that one.
Jones wants Hobbs to hurry up with the ball and bring it up into the front court. Left side, it goes there to Drew Jones. Top of the key, doesn't shoot. Gives it off to Linhart. On the right side, comes back to Hobbs. Right down the middle, nobody there to stop the ball, and he missed the layup. Nethercott missed with the rebound. Gets it back up into the front court. Comes to Hunsaker. Back down low, the Loft House. Kick it back outside to Hunsaker again. His two as he steps inside the line is no good. Linhart has the rebound. Gives it off to Roberts. He'll push it in a hurry up the floor, all the way up the floor. And he's fouled going to the basket. Foul will be on Hunter Pugmire, his second.
There's that quick strike offense, Dan. You turn that around, and Roberts putting a lot of pressure on the defense, goes right to the rim with the dribble.
And a free throw is nothing but net. Roberts finally missed a free throw the other night in Logan. And with that one that he just made, he's made 5 out of 6 on the year. Make it 6 of 7. And now has 10 points in the game. So he's in double figures for back-to-back games. Hunsaker, top of the key. Bounce it inside to Pugmire. Back outside, false lift from straight away. Doesn't take the shot. Gives it off to Hunsaker. Skip pass back over the Nethercott. Now back in the corner again. Comes back to Pugmire. Can't get a shot, so he'll give it back off, and it ends up in the hands of false lift again. Free throw line extended right. Back to Hunsaker, top of the key. This was one of the problems with Mountain Crest, is they didn't have a real good guard who can break down the defense, but they get that ball in the hands of Nethercott for a three. And as they cut the lead down, it's the 38-26. Preston wants a timeout, and Coach Jones will get one with 4:27 left here in the third. We'll be right back.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
And tonight's game is also brought to you by West Motors in Preston and Logan. If you need a car or truck for that college or high school student, stop by West Motors and save today. West Motors in Preston and in Logan. 12-point lead for the Indians, 38-26 with 4:27 to play here in the third.
Indians will bring the ball in with Linhart at the 5, and now Cade Lords probably slides to the 4 here.
So Roberts will bring the ball up the floor. Bounce it off to Linhart. Doesn't give it to him. Now gives it off to Jones. Jones a little layoff pass. Kick it back outside to Roberts. Hobbs has it. A 3. Good. Hobbs with a 3. He has 7, and it's 41-26. And once again, Lofthouse with it. He'll drive, gets as far as the left elbow, can't get a shot. Give it off to Nethercott. Back outside, back to Falsliff again. Back to Nethercott on the left side. Back out top to Falsliff. Finally gets Hobbs to move a little bit, leaves enough room for a 3. The shot no good. Pugmire with the rebound and the putback. Quickly, here come the Indians again back the other way. As it comes back to Hobbs. Hobbs will give it back to Jones. Jones drives, comes to Lords, back outside. Hobbs wanted a 3, didn't take it the first time. Now he does, as Linhart ends up on the floor again. Off to Nethercott. He drives all the way. His layup attempt hit the bottom of the rim. Here comes Preston the other way. Comes back to Linhart, who dropped the ball on the way to the basket, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, unforced error. Too bad. Clear path to the basket for a layup had he been able to handle it.
He knew somebody was coming up his left side, and he peeked to see if he should lay it up or dunk it.
Yeah, I think he had a thought, should I dunk this? And then momentary lapse there.
So here's Chevy Nelson into the game here for the first time for Preston. As back outside, bounce it down low in the corner. Lofthouse has it, looking to give it up. He'll give it back out top to Falsliff. He has a long three, no good. Rebound is off to Nethercott, who puts it back up. That's no good. Nelson has the rebound for the Indians. Gives it off to Roberts. Roberts clears to Jones. A wide open three from the left side, no good. In and out. Chevy's got the rebound again. He kicks it right back out to Jones. Good job by Chevy Nelson with a couple of quick rebounds, one at each end. Jones brings it back out to the top of the key, wants to drive all the way, gets stripped away, and going up for it was Nethercott to get it back, and he was fouled before he could come up the floor. Chevy Nelson draws the foul. That's his first, team's second. 41-28, Preston leading by 13. As Hunsaker has it in the backcourt. 2.5 to play here in quarter number 3. Falsliff holds, looks down low, nothing there. Now looks down to the right corner. Finally will bounce it down there to Nethercott. Nethercott tries to lean in. Instead, he'll give it off to Pugmire. Pugmire back to Falsliff. Holds it free throw line, extended left. Brings it back across the top of the key. Back to Nethercott. Wants to drive, gets cut off by Hobbs. Back in the left corner. Now the ball back out to Falsliff again. Back to the top of the key, and he traveled.
Shuffled his feet under some pressure from Drones.
Another turnover against the Mustangs as Roberts will leave and Hamlin comes back in. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Preston led by 11 at halftime. They lead by 13 now. As comes back to Hobbs, top of the key. Nelson and Linhart come out to set screens. Ends up in the hands of Jones. Now back to Hobbs. Has his three-point attempt blocked in the corner by Hunsaker. And it'll stay with the Indians underneath their own basket. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing the best care in all the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. Hobbs lobs it in down on the block to Linhart. His little turnaround jumper is no good. Taken away there by the Mustangs. They give it off to Falsliff, back up into the front court with 1.5 minutes to play in the third. Comes back to Nethercott. He'll pull the ball back out. He'll give it off to Croshaw. Croshaw wants to drive. Instead gives it to Falsliff. A three from straight away is good. Falsliff has 10 in the game, and again, Preston wants a timeout with 1:16 to play and the lead down to 10. 41-31. With 1:16 to play here in the quarter. We're back again right after this.
KACH.
We are proud of what milk can do. It nourishes friendships and partnerships. It nourishes bodies and businesses. It nourishes nonprofits and schools. It nourishes families and faraway lands. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH.
You know, Lyle, the biggest improvement for Mountain Crest has been their defense, as they've averaged in their first 8 games this year, only allowing not quite 50 points a game, 49.5.
Yeah, and as Coach Jones mentioned in the pregame, they've been in most every game they've played this year, so much improved team here, the Mountain Crest Mustangs this year.
Hobbs in the front court gives it off to Jones, right in front of the Preston bench. As Hobbs breaks off the route, now receives the ball back again, top of the key. Hamlin wanted to go up, had the ball slip out of his hand, and then they end up on the floor, and it'll be a hell ball that'll stay with the Indians now with 56 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, that's another just bobble, kind of a ball handling error. We've seen a bunch of those here tonight on the Indians.
Now, Preston not nearly as crisp as what they'd want to be tonight, that's for sure. As it comes in, Lords, a three from the corners, an air ball taken there by Falsliff. Kick it back up into the front court. Lofthouse has it, drives across the paint, up and over Hamblin. It's good. Or I should say, up and over Linhart. 41-33. They've cut the lead down to single digits again with 35 seconds to play in the quarter. As Larson will be in next time it's dead. As it comes to Nelson, holds it there, tries to push himself clear of Lofthouse. Now gives it back outside to Jones. 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Linhart back to Hobbs. Wants to drive, can't get a shot. Give it off to Nelson with 15 seconds to play. Hobbs has to go save it from going in the back court. Jones, a three from the right corner, no good. As Lofthouse has the rebound inside. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Here comes Falsliff in the left corner. Three from there is good. Put up by Croshaw as the quarter comes to an end. And it's 41-33, time to 36 make it. And so it's only a 5-point lead here for the Indians as we go to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter sponsored by Webb Funeral Home. It'll be a good one. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Well, we start the fourth quarter. Mountain Crest has whittled the lead down to 5, 41-36, and they have the ball to start the fourth quarter. As it comes into Falsliff. Falsliff up into the front court. Nethercott has it down in the right corner. Brings it back out top. Wants somebody to come meet the ball. That's Croshaw. Instead, he'll give it off to Pugmire, top of the key. Pugmire gives it back to Nethercott. Down the middle, throw it up at the hoop. That's no good. Tapped high in the air. And Jones runs into it with Pugmire. And they'll tie the ball up quickly, and it's going to go back to Preston.
Well, the Indians get a stop, a needed stop. Mountain Crest with some big momentum coming out of that third quarter. Hit a three right at the buzzer to cut it to 5.
Outscored by 6 in the quarter were the Indians, 17-11. Linhart top of the key. Roberts back into the game, has it. Gives it back to Hobbs. Hobbs wants to drive, lays it off to Larson, lay it up and in. Great backdoor look. Red Larson's got 9. That's a new season high for Red. As the shot inside is blocked by Linhart. Blocked the shot of Lofthouse, but Lofthouse is able to go get it back. Back to Falsliff. Kick it back outside, back to Nethercott. Nethercott will back the ball out. Wants somebody to come and meet the ball. That is Croshaw. Back to Lofthouse. Ball on the right side, free throw line extended, back to Falsliff. Back out top to Pugmire. Comes back outside to Nethercott again. Wants to drive against Larson. Scoop it up. It goes in and the foul.
Wow. Answered prayer. Tyler Jones just looks at the referee and says, well, what is he supposed to do? Larson was straight up.
Nethercott with the hoop. Count it. Larson draws the foul, his 4th, just the 3rd against the team here in the second half. And Nethercott will go back to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2 so far on the night. Lords will be back in for Larson here at the next dead ball. As Pugmire, or I should say Nethercott, makes the free throw, and he has a dozen in the game. So here comes Hobbs. Back up into the front court. The lead now down to 4. If it was precarious before, it's even stickier now. Back to Roberts. Goes up, no good. Tapped up high in the air by Linhart, no. Gets able to get it back down low, no. And again, a held ball, but this time it's going to go back to the Mustangs. Preston had 2 or 3 chances underneath and couldn't get it to go down.
Yeah, you love to see the offensive rebound. You got to find a way to stick those back in.
Lead down to 4. Here's Falsliff back up into the front court. Falsliff driving around Hobbs. And a 5-second call. Wow. That's a bit of a shock.
Well, that may have been the makeup call from the foul on Larson a couple possessions ago. You don't see that one called a lot.
No, you don't. That's usually called right after a 3-second violation.
Right.
It comes to Hobbs in the corner. Dribbles out of the corner. Down the middle. Put it up and in. Cam Hobbs makes the little layup, and then Jones takes it away on the inbounds pass and gets fouled. Foul against Pugmire, his 3rd. And it'll send Drew Jones back to the free throw line. Very alert play by Jones to steal the inbounds pass. And Mountain Crest wants a timeout. They'll take a 30 with 5:57 left here in regulation. Preston leads by 6, 45-39. We'll be right back.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Well, Drew Jones will shoot a couple of free throws here, as the foul was called on Hunter Pugmire, and the first one is no good. Drew 2 out of 3 on the night. And I'll go back and shoot the second. Here in the fourth quarter is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Second free throw by Jones is good. And that gives him a total of 9 in the game tonight. Full court pressure again by the Indians with the lead back out to 5. Try to get it up the sideline, and then Lenhart is going to be whistled for a foul as he reached in as the ball came to leisure, and they're going to call that against Tyler. They're calling it pretty tight now so far here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a huge amount of contact there, but a little bit.
Nethercott lost it. Jones able to go and get it, but it landed out of bounds.
Ooh.
Good thing it did, because Jones, who whipped the ball back around behind his back, it hit Nethercott in the head and went out of bounds.
Yeah, then he just about took out one of our Preston cheerleaders. Looks like she's okay, though. She's a gamer. Bounced back up.
As they get it into Lofthouse. Top of the key with 5:40 to play. Preston leading by 7, 46-39. Falsliff back to Lofthouse, wants to drive down the middle. He puts up a shot, and it's blocked by Lenhart. Jones picks it up in the corner, races it back up into the front court. Lay it off to Roberts for 3, too long. Falsliff has it on the air ball. As he'll bring it back up into the front court. Hobbs cuts him off as it comes back to Croshaw. Croshaw wants to drive down the middle. He gets cut off there, gives it off back to Nethercott. His shot no good, and Roberts has that rebound down low. Wants to race it back out of the back court, but Hobbs says, nope, slow it down and give it to me. So Hobbs will bring it up into the front court. Under 5 minutes to play now in the game, 46-39. Driving, and good big body, and Hobbs got the shot off, and the foul is going to go on Croshaw, his first.
Yeah, Hobbs just putting a lot of pressure on the rim here in the second half of those drives. A little bit of a late whistle. He kind of started to say, where's the foul? Then they called it.
As the first one by Hobbs is no good. Yeah, that's the problem with the defense for Mountain Crest is all of a sudden you start to put pressure on them and they just open up. You know, they want to peel off and go guard somebody else thinking it's going to be a pass instead of the person taking it to the basket. Hobbs makes 1 of 2 and has 10 in the game. 47-39, lead back out to 8. Was down as low as 4 at one point. Lofthouse won't take the shot. Gives it back to Hunsaker. Now back to Lofthouse down on the right block. Looking, still looking. Gives it back outside to Falsliff. Falsliff comes around the screen. Pulls up. 16-footer is short. They're going to complain that he was fouled with no call. But the referees didn't call anything.
Yeah, Hobbs got a piece of the shot, so it needs to be Mountain Crest ball if there's no foul, which they're not calling a foul. So.
And that's what they're doing, as Falsliff will bring it in from underneath the basket. Gets it into the corner. As Nethercott drives, no good. Tipped up there. There's a shot there, is no good by Nethercott on the follow. Back up into the front court. Jones has it, comes down the baseline. Kick it back outside. Lords doesn't take the three. Instead, he'll give it back to Jones with 4:13 to play. Jones comes back to Roberts. Linhart pops out to receive the pass. Back to Hobbs. Free throw line extended left. Tried to force the pass down low when Roberts hadn't cleared his man and is taken away as it comes back up into the front court. As they give it back to Lofthouse. Looks at a three. No good. Bounce high up in the air. However, the rebound is taken down. It's blocked out of bounds by Linhart, but the foul before the shot. As
Hobbs,
Leisure will go to the free throw line, and foul will be on Hobbs.
Still a good play by Linhart to block that shot. It would have counted had it gone.
Absolutely. So here's Travis Leisure to the foul line. And that's no good. Red Larson comes back in. Leisure is now 6 for 18 on the year from the free throw line. So obviously is a struggle for him.
Yep. And for those of our listeners just tuning in, Brecker Knapp has not played at all here in the second half, really since the first quarter with a possible turned ankle.
He missed them both, and Preston has the rebound as they come back up into the front court. Roberts has it. Linhart pops out to receive the pass, give it back to Jones. Jones gives it back to Hobbs, right corner three, short. As tapped it loose by Linhart, comes back to Jones, put it up, it won't go down as Leisure has the rebound. Another one of those crazy angle shots by Jones. In the front court, Hunsaker for three, no good. Tapped and return back in by Lofthouse, who now has a dozen, and the lead back down to 6 again.
Yeah, nobody had a body on him for the box out.
47-41, 3:05 to play. Hobbs in the corner, tries to bounce it down low. It's kicked out of bounds by Hunsaker, and he'll stay with the Indians. Hobbs bringing the ball in from underneath their own basket. Comes into Linhart. The little 8-foot jumper is good. Linhart's got 6 and the lead back out to 8 as we go under 3 minutes to play. Lofthouse kind of lowers the shoulder and pushes off with an elbow, no call. And then Leisure grabs the rebound and then tries to spin out of there with the ball and end up getting a foul call here on Linhart on the rebound. That's his third. And a timeout again taken here by Mountain Crest. 2:50 to play, an 8-point Preston lead, 49-41. We're back right after this.
KACA.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance, offering you many options for your insurance coverage needs. Stop in for your competitive quote today or call them at 852-2500. That's 852-2500. Mustangs ball underneath their own basket with 2:50 to play here in the fourth. As they bounce it in as it comes into Leisure. Doesn't take the shot, kicks it back outside to Nethercott. Back to Lofthouse. He takes a three, no good. As it's Leisure to chase it down in the corner as Rhett Larson back into the game for the Indians. Give it back to Falsliff. Wants to drive, gets cut off. Back to Nethercott. In the corner again, Lofthouse for a three, no good again. That one went down and came back out as Jones has the rebound.
I'm not sure he's the guy they want shooting all those threes.
He seems more effective down low, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Larson with it out top for the Indians. Over to Jones with 2:15 to play. Drew driving, scoop shot is in. Jones with 11, that's his season average. He's second on the team at 11 points a game. Back outside, Lofthouse wants to drive, flies into Lindhart. They don't call the foul, but he hits the shot anyway. Lofthouse has 14. That's over his season average of 11.5. Hobbs, and what we got? We got a timeout called by the Indians. 51-43, 1:43 to play here in the fourth. We'll take a timeout, and once again, we'll be right back right after this here on KACH. Well, we had no winner on Thursday morning in the KACH Money Magnet Contest. That means there's one more chance for you to win this week and this year, and it comes up on Friday when the jackpot will go up to $125. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number. Hopefully it'll match the number on your money magnet, and you could be a winner. $125 up for grabs Friday morning on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
And tonight's game also brought to you by Stokes Market and True Value. Remember, they have produce, hand tools, fresh meat, smokers, fresh bakery and deli items, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market, True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. 51-43, Preston leads by 8.
Indians will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Mountain Crest showed full court press there after that last change of possession, so we expect to see pressure from here on out.
The ball will be brought in from right in front of the Mountain Crest bench as Steve Roberts steps out of bounds to bring it in. No real pressure here by Mountain Crest as they'll fall back into defensive posture as it comes into Hobbs. Lords will come back in next time the ball's dead for the Indians. As Jones goes opposite the screen, gets down low, he's cut off there, gets it back out top, back to Roberts. Now Steve wants to drive. Again, gets around the screen and gets cut off, and he'll go back to Hobbs. 1:25 to play in the game. Preston continues to lead here by 8 points. Jones double teamed out away from the basket. Look out, they take it away as they try to get it to Larson. Lay it up and in by Leisure. His first 2 points tonight. 6-point game with 1:13 to play. Jones kick it back outside, back to Roberts. Back to Jones in the corner. Drew doesn't take the shot. They'll try to just work the ball around. This is where Preston gets in trouble, just trying to run the clock out. As it comes to Hobbs. Hobbs looks for somebody to give it to. He'll give it back to Jones. Under a minute to play now. 50 seconds to play. Is it Hobbs? Back in the corner, it goes to Roberts. Skip it back out top to Jones again with 45 seconds to play. Jones driving, not looking for a shot, is triple teamed, and now timeout called by the Preston bench. They had no choice. They had to take the timeout.
Yep. Triple teamed, as you said.
We'll keep it here with 42 seconds left and remind you to stay with us for the post-game show as we'll go through, recap the game. We'll tell you about all the scoring and have our player of the game brought to you by Ralph's Construction coming up. And the fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in their time of need. Call them at 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. You know them, you trust them, they're here to stay. (51-45), a 6-point game. And it really gets to be nervous time when Preston tries to spread the floor and run out the last couple of minutes on the clock.
Yeah, the Indians have 3 really good ball handlers in Jones, Hobbs, and Roberts, but still, I think you need to be a little more aggressive at taking a shot at the basket, trying to get a layup. When Mountain Crest is pulled up that high on defense, guarding 40 feet away, there's probably lanes to the basket to try to grab a layup and put a little more offensive pressure on the team, on the Mountain Crest team that way.
So Roberts will bring it in from in front of the Preston bench. As Jones gets it in the left corner, immediately double team to get it back to Lindhart, back outside to Lords. And Lords will be fouled immediately. So they foul Lords and send him to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2 tonight.
Or is that
nope, not yet. That's just the 5th team foul.
Yeah.
Yes, they still have 2 more to give before Preston will shoot free throws. As it comes into Lindhart, back to Roberts, and they'll foul him. as that foul will go on Garrett Austin, number 3. That's just his first. Now Preston will shoot free throws at the next foul, and there it is, given by Falsliff in the backcourt. That's his third. So Falsliff draws the foul, and Cam Hobbs will now go to the free throw line with 32.8 seconds left. As Leisure will come back onto the floor, and Garrett Austin will leave.
So Hobbs has a chance here to make it pretty tough on Mountain Crest if he could knock down a pair.
First one, good. That gives Hobbs 11, and it's a 7-point lead. So it's now a 3-possession game. Next one. Rolls in, almost short, but it went in anyway.
Crawled over the front lip of the rim.
Hobbs has a dozen to get it in the front court. It comes to Hunsaker. In the corner, it goes to Nevercott. They don't have time to waste. Flip it up at the basket and in. Nevercott's got 14 tonight. And a whistle in the backcourt as Hunsaker fouls Jones immediately. That's his second. 8th on the team. And Drew Jones will now go to the free throw line.
We talk about all the time hitting your free throws, especially in the fourth quarter.
Jones 3 out of 4 tonight from the line, has 11 in the game. And the first one is good. So the lead now out to 7. Jones' second free throw, good again. Drew with 13, Falsliff up into the front court, fumbles it, gets it back, gives it back to Lofthouse, wants to drive in the paint, shoots over Linhart and gets it in. So Lofthouse with another bucket and almost taken away in the backcourt. Jones trapped in the backcourt and fouled in the backcourt with 3 seconds left.
So with 3.2, this one's essentially over, but Jones will get a chance to add to the final margin.
So Preston's going to go to 9-1 on the year. Mountain Crest will lose another close game, and they'll go to 1-8. As Jones, first free throw is good. That gives him 14 tonight. And 6 out of 7 at the line I have him with.
Yeah.
And make it 7 out of 8. So they'll get the ball in. Falsliff will let it fly from midcourt, and it's no good. And Preston will win this one by 8. Final score, 57-49. So Preston wins it. They increase their record. They're now 8-1 on the year. Got some things to work on. Got some rust to shake off after the holidays as they get ready to face Blackfoot coming up here to the middle of next week. There's the final score for those watching on mylocalradio.com as Preston wins it 57-49. Stay tuned. The postgame show coming up next.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
We have a great suggestion for a Christmas present for the truck lover in your life. It's a leveler kit from Motor Jungle in Preston. You'll get the kit and the installation for just $300. Go ahead and price it anywhere else, including installation, and you'll make tracks to Motor Jungle for your leveler kit. Leveler kits on trucks add that little zip to its looks that makes heads turn. It's a great present for any truck lover. Put a leveler kit in their Christmas stocking from Motor Jungle on the north end of State Street in Preston. Motor Jungle.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Well, we had no winner on Thursday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. That means there's one more chance for you to win this week and this year. And it comes up on Friday when the jackpot will go up to $125. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number. Hopefully it'll match the number on your money magnet, and you could be a winner. $125 up for grabs Friday morning on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Well, welcome back here to Preston Gym as the Indians go wire to wire and win it 57-49. Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller, John Slaughter on camera, John Beverly back in the KCH studio for us tonight as Lyle, it wasn't necessarily a thing of beauty, but it was effective and got it done.
No, it wasn't. Boy, Mountain Crest, you got to give them some credit for some of that. They put pressure on the ball. They caused some turnovers. There was some sloppiness on both sides, some unforced errors, balls thrown into the stand instead of the teammate type of thing. But overall, the Indians, did what they needed to do. Particularly happy to see how they rallied and were still able to function pretty well offensively without Brecker Knapp for most of the game. As he had 4 points early on and looked like he was going to be off to one of those games where he's our double-digit scorer. But the Indians had other guys step up tonight and some good balanced scoring and got the job done. And for Brecker, he's not just a scorer. He's also kind of a ball control guy. When the ball starts to get in trouble, give it to Brecker. He'll slow it down. He'll hang on to it and then pressure and then penetrate if it needs to be at that time. Yeah, and he's really effective at the tip of the spear on that press, too, as a defensive player. So, the Indians will hopefully have him back next week. Of course, we'll see how that comes about. But for tonight, they managed to pull out a win and over really a much improved Mountain Crest team, a team that's better than their record would suggest. For Preston, they end up scoring about 5 points under their season average with 57 tonight. They're averaging just over 62.5. But the 49 points scored by Mountain Crest, that is 9 points over their season average. So that was a really good showing for them. Yeah, especially in the second half. They only had 19 at the half, but they come out and put 30 on the board there in the second half, hit some threes and did some nice things. So something for Mountain Crest and Coach Smith to build on there as they go forward into their season. So of this 5-game homestand, it's now really through the end of the year that things really start to get serious as Blackfoot, a 3A school, went to state last year, will be here next week. Twin Falls here on the 8th.
Hillcrest, a top 5 school who Preston had troubles with last year, and then conference play starts on January 18th when Pocatello comes here.
Yeah, what a great lineup. What a great opportunities for our fans and our community to come out and really, support this team and, get behind the team as they are. But sometimes it seems like we get into January and then we start seeing the bigger crowd show up and well, we're there. We're not quite into January, but it's time.
If you want to look at the schedule, the remaining for the Indians, and say, okay, this is the easiest game left on the schedule, right? Yeah. That's a game at Highland on February 2nd, and that's anything but easy against a 5A school.
Yeah, Highland, they have a great athletic tradition and a 5A school, like you said. So, when you have, just as we've talked about, 3 teams in your district, you play a lot of non-conference or non-district games, and so it's somewhat of a scheduling challenge. And frankly, it's nice to have here in Cache Valley, a short drive away. Right. These teams we can play like Logan, like Mountain Crest. We've played Skyview in past years. To be able to pick up those games against what would be 5A-sized schools if they were in Idaho.
So waiting for Coach Jones to come out. In the meantime, let's take a timeout. We'll come back and look at the stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance coming up right after this.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, as we continue to wait for Coach Jones to come out of the locker room, let's look at the scoring in the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. They have many options for you, from home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston, or call them at 852-0810. Preston Lofthouse had a great game tonight for the Mustangs. He finished with 16 points in the game. He averaged 11.5 coming into the game. It was Hunter Pugmire who, playing his first varsity action, finished the game with 4 points. Carson Falsliff had 10. Travis Leisure had 2. Miles Croshaw had 3 in the game. And Oliver Nevercott finished the game with 14 points. Overall, from the free throw line tonight, Lyle, the Mountain Crest Mustangs, were 6 of 11 from the line.
Preston Indians, Dan, had a total score of 57, and as you look at that, Cam Hobbs had 12. He went 2 for 5 on twos, 1 for 4 on threes, and 5 for 8 from the line. Drew Jones led the Indians tonight in scoring with 15 points. He goes 1 for 5 on twos, 2 for 9 on threes, and 7 for 8 from the free throw line, including 4 big ones right down there in the final minute and a half or so. Steve Roberts, 9 points tonight, very efficient, 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 on threes, and 2 for 2 from the line. Brecker Knapp had 4 points, again, before he went out there in that first quarter. Rhett Larson got the start again tonight. He has 9 points. He goes 2 for 4 on twos and 5 for 6. Great showing from the free throw line. And Tyler Linhart, 6 points tonight, 3 for 8 and 0 for 2 from the line. Cade Lords came in and scored a couple of free throws for 2 points. Will Hamblin played. There was some question about whether he would with that ankle, but he came in and played, got some shots up. None of them found the bottom of the net, so no points tonight for Hamblin. Overall, the Indians go 12 out of 30 on 2-pointers. Only 4 for 18 on 3, so neither of those percentages really where you want to see them. And then 21 out of 28 on free throws, and that's really where they won the game from the free throw line. 21 out of 28, and down the stretch, Hobbs hit a pair. Jones hit 4 points on a couple trips to the line and really salted the game away there for the Indians.
Well, see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Jones, but for now, let's take our last time out. We'll come back and have our player of the game for you right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Well, still looking to see if Coach Jones comes out. I haven't seen him yet. Some of the players are out here, so let's carry on. And let's go to our Ralph's Construction player of the game tonight.
Yeah, Dan, for the player of the game tonight, I think probably for the first time this year, I think we're going to give it to Steve Roberts, the 6'3" senior guard. Had 9 points, was very efficient in getting to those 9 points. Also had 6 rebounds, according to my stats.
Wow.
An assist, a steal, just an all-around good floor game by Steve. And so for the 9 points and 6 boards, we'll give Steve Roberts our Ralph's Construction player of the game.
Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Remember, they're breaking ground on Phase 3, so now's the time to contact them about a lot or design options that they can build for you. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. That's 435-232-1837. I still don't see Coach Jones coming out of the locker room, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Get some final thoughts from you.
Yeah, Indians did what they needed to do tonight to pick up another win. Of course, the biggest thing or concern going forward would be the health of Brecker Knapp's ankle. He's our leading scorer and the guy that we play our offense through most nights. So it looks like he'll probably be okay. Easy for me to say. It's not my ankle.
That's right.
But it doesn't look to be, they didn't cart him off or go get it x-rayed or anything. So hopefully he'll be all right. And, you have another week or so until Blackfoot. And the Indians will try to fine-tune and work off the holiday blahs that caused a lot of bobbles and turnovers tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we thank you again for your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week when Blackfoot comes to town.
Great to be with you tonight.
So Preston will win it this evening. As we mentioned, the Indians' next home game is next week when the Blackfoot Broncos come to town on January the 6th. And that, of course, as we'll have that game for you. Game starts at 7:30, pregame show at 7:15. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator is John Beverly. Our video coordinator and stage manager tonight was John Slaughter. As a reminder, the final score, Preston wins it 57-49. They go to 9-1 And until next time, for Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us and wishing everyone a happy and safe new year. Until next time, we wish you good night from here at Preston High School.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.